and welcome back to another Tuesday night movie night, and this week it's my mum's pick again. Was it her pick? No, it was my pick last week, I don't know. But anyway, it's her pick and she's excited to pick. So let's go and see what she has picked and what she's going to put in the picking pot today. And then obviously, you know, we'll shake it up and we'll do the picking and all that good stuff. But first, let's see what she's picking to put in the picking pot today. Okay, so it's your week to pick. What have you picked to put in the picking pot? I was going to say something else and change my mind.
I have picked picking pot. I have picked, now then, I picked Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. The 1980s post-apocalyptic extravaganza that was a big hit in the 80s, because you haven't seen it and I haven't seen it for a long time, and I just think with the Mad Max coming out again last year, I think it's one that you need to see.
That's the third one, isn't it?
It is, yes. And this is sort of the first one that was big money put into it. I think the first two were all Australian funded and they were quite low budget. This one went higher budget and got sort of like, but I think it's sort of like more, what's the word? Theatrical, more set.
Yeah,
you know,
more action.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to put in. So we'll see when that comes out. Hopefully it'll come out sometime over the mix. And I've still got, I need more goes because I've got lots of other things.
I have lots too.
It's getting a bit competitive now.
Now that
we've both got so many things we want to put in, it's difficult.
So while you put that in, I will show everybody what is in the picking pot today and then we'll pick out. Okay, so in the pot this week we have Kingsman, which is my pick. And the other one of mine is Night and Day. My mum's picks are, of course, have you just seen, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, didn't see the M there, oops, and Entrapment. And our joint pick is The Water Diviner. So I think we've got a really weird little mix in here at the moment. Yeah, so that's what's in the picking pot. Now let's see what comes out this week. Okay, so this week I'm going to give it a shake. I'm going to try and give it a really good shake and mix them all around so that none of the bottom ones are at the bottom anymore and, you know, things like that. That one's stuck to that one. It's really annoying me. There we go. Now it's not. Okay. I think I have, you know, given it enough of a shake. I don't know, really, but there we go. Okay. Which one's choose the honours of opening it up? Okay, and now make sure they're all separated. Oh gosh, they're not. They're all kind of, there we go. I just unstuck them together because it's kind of annoying when, I feel like now I need to shake it a little bit. I feel like I've, you know, jinxed it. There we go.
What's going on with the picking pot?
It's a bit intense this week about what's going to be picked, so.
Yeah, they say the heat is on.
Yeah. Ooh,
That one?
Yeah, that's one. There was one kind of stuck to it, but it's fine, that's one. It was like the top one, or what is it?
Oh no.
I mean, I've shaken it loads.
It's stuck
Oh
together
gosh.
now.
So it must be an old one.
Oh no!
I can't believe it!
I thought because it was stuck
So
together
did I. It was going to be an old one.
Time.
I shook it loads as well. It is. Where's it gone? Oh, you got it there now. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Oh.
Can you believe that is your pick again?
Oh no! I didn't forgot about that.
And it's been put in today, came out today. It's happened quite a lot this week time. Not last time it didn't.
3 times.
Yeah, last time it only happened maybe once.
Everything's changed though. Last time it was very much a one-sided race. This time,
Yeah, I got loads.
Yeah, this time it's very much even Stevens when you're going along, and I get one, and you get one, and then anyway.
It's your pick, so you got what you wanted. You get more picks.
Yes.
So there we go, watching Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Okay, so we're about to start Mad Max. I'm really looking forward to it. I enjoyed the newer one, so I'm excited to see how this one is. And in a little bit, when we're a bit way through, we're going to make some popcorn, because we haven't had popcorn in ages. But yeah, so there it is the kind of the start of the film. Okay, so we're just about halfway through, as you can see, and I'm just gonna go and make the popcorn. Okay, so today we're going to be making this popcorn, and we actually bought this popcorn before Tuesday night movie night even started. It was kind of like in the summer last year, because it's microwave popcorn, a product of USA. It's American popcorn, which, we should have got some popcorn from America. We didn't do that.
You're not very clever.
So we went to America after buying this popcorn, and could have bought American popcorn, but no, we bought this popcorn in England, but it's American, so we thought it was cool and just maybe a bit different. It probably doesn't taste any different, but it might taste different. So we're gonna try it. Yeah, so we haven't used this yet, and so we thought, yes, we will use this American popcorn. We've done Minions popcorn, so let's see how this is. Oh, yum.
Oh, there's a lot on the top.
We got a new tactic. We pulled out all the ones that haven't popped, actually. Seems like, oh, it smells good. Seems like a lot, actually. There's always loads of them, though.
I don't know, maybe
we can re-pop them. Does that not work? Let's see it. So, remember that first time we did it on first original Tuesday night movie night and it was burnt? Oh, it's not burnt. It's not much, though.
Yeah.
They're all in there. Okay, so a lot of them are not popped.
Yeah.
You know what we should get? We should get a popcorn machine. But here it is, bright white popcorn. Is it salt? Oh, it must be salt. It smells a bit salt. Mmm.
Yeah, salty.
How is it
It's nice.
compared to our English popcorn?
It tastes the same, actually.
Oh. So there's no difference. None is better than the other. So here we go. We've got our popcorn. Mum's still talking to herself in the kitchen about the kernel thing. We got the fire going, got Mad Max going, and this, you're not got very much, but it's okay. This little popcorn. I actually really like this popcorn. It's actually really very salty, a lot saltier than the other one we had, but I actually like it. I rate this popcorn a good popcorn. I don't think it tastes too much different than the one we have. It's not really, but it's definitely a different colour. It's so much whiter than our popcorn. And also it's like a yellowy, tingy kind of thing. Okay, so we just got done watching Mad Max Thunderdome. What's the whole title? Beyond Thunderdome. And that is the third Mad Max movie. And I did just check and looked it up because I wasn't really sure. It came out in 1985. You could have told me the exact one.
Yeah,
oh. I knew it came out in 1985, but I looked it up anyway. So it came out in 1985. I forgot how I'm saying now. The movie came out in 1985. We just watched it. It was the first time that I had watched it. I had previously watched the 2015 one without any knowledge of the other ones, and obviously there is two before this. But I didn't really think you need to watch. Well, I didn't feel like I needed to have watched the other two. Obviously Mel Gibson's in this one, and it's probably most people know what Mad Max is or have seen it, and I wasn't really sure what to expect because all I'd heard was that it was kind of, the new one was different than the others, but I definitely could see the similar theme, especially in the beginning at that place. I don't know what it was called.
Bartertown.
But what?
Bartertown.
Bartertown. See, my mum's all in the knowledge of the words and exactly of everything. This Bartertown, where they were at, where the Thunderdome was, I could see kind of real resemblances there of the other movie and some other bits too, but obviously I won't ruin things. So I kind of felt like, oh yeah, okay, I know kind of, it didn't seem too weird because I've seen the other one, because it is a very weird film and the people are very strange, and it's definitely a different kind of apocalyptic film than others. But the Thunderdome bit itself, I really, really enjoyed, and that bit kind of, I was like, oh yeah, I'm really enjoying it now, because at first I was a bit like unsure, I was a bit like, I didn't really know what the story was going to be, and then I was kind of like, yeah, I'm enjoying this. But then, about, maybe 40 minutes in, so like in the second, third, there was these little children that Mel Gibson came across, and it kind of reminded me of like the Lost Boys in Peter Pan, just like the setup that they had and the way that they were dressed and the kind of the way they were. And then this whole kind of other story, I feel like, kind of takes place, and it kind of takes its own roots from there, and I really enjoyed that bit. And then the end, kind of like the last third, I thought I enjoyed even more. So I feel like the movie for me kind of got better as it went on. I definitely enjoyed the ending the best. I really liked the end as well. And the last third I really, really enjoyed. The middle I enjoyed, the beginning I was just like, oh, it's okay. But the Thunderdome bit I did really like. So it's kind of a mix for me. But overall I did enjoy it, and I would give it a 4, because I think for a movie that came out when it did, and from what, considering I've watched the new one, which I gave 5 stars, but I feel like it's still got a lot of elements in that new one that this one has, obviously, because it's a series, but I mean, like, considering how old this one is compared to the new one, I thought it was really interesting to see how they kind of, some things were similar and this one is so old. Anyway, so that's kind of my thoughts that I give it for. Now let's see what my mum thought about this one, because she has seen it before and she has enjoyed it, so I'd be interested to see her kind of full thoughts on it. Okay, so what did you think of the movie?
I enjoyed it. First of all, when it first came back on, well, it didn't come back on, I first started watching it after not seeing it for a long time. I thought, I don't know if you're going to like this. I kept thinking before, oh, you need to watch it. It's a film you need to watch, because I think of its time, it was so different of its time. I mean, there was Mad Max 1 and Mad Max 2, but once this one came out, it went a different route, and with all the theatricals in it and all the storyline and the fantasticalness of it, I think they did a good job of making it enjoyable and watchable, even in its fantasticalness, if you get what I'm saying. I enjoyed it again. I haven't seen it for a very long time. I don't care to think how long a time. It probably was in the 80s the last time I saw it. I think I went to see it at the cinema. And I know I bought the soundtrack. The soundtrack was massive in the 80s. And in the 80s, films had... there was a time where the soundtracks seemed to overtake the actual films, and they were in the charts, and they were top of the, charts for so long that they were... there was like, this one's 20 weeks, and not this particular one, but there was songs that went on and on and on out of films, and it was a time where there was a massive input of having a hit record with a film, and this was one of those. And it became fashion changed when this came out. Everyone started being big hair and weird clothes, everything sort of, and the films got such weird, strange things in it, and it all reminded me of that when I was watching it. The story itself, I think it's got a good story. It lulls a little bit, I think, in the middle, like you say, then you get the parts where he's out in the desert, and then he comes across these children, and you get sort of like a second story. But I love the way the two stories come back together as well.
It reminds me of, you'll know what I mean, with the fashion and the weird kind of sense about it. There was this video that we used to watch when I was younger, and it had this little girl and she walked around and hit things. What was that?
The Art of Noise.
Yeah, even the little sound reminds me of the little sound of...
That was in the 80s. It was the band was the Art of Noise, and it was... I can't tell.
At least you know what I mean,
I know
though.
exactly what you mean.
I have to try and find it and put it in the thing if I can, but I might not be able to find the video.
Yes. We've got it on a DVD.
But I wonder if it's on YouTube.
It very possibly is. I'll tell you. It'll come to me. I can't think just on the spot now. But the band was the Art of Noise, and yes, it was of that sort of timing. The timing was probably, and it was the thing that you used to love listening to when you were little, and like watching the video for that.
Yes. What would you give the film then out of 5?
You see, I was a bit between 3.5 and 4. And it was sort of on 3.5, and then I was on 4. And I think I am going to give it 4, because considering how old it is, I don't think it's... I'm not saying it hasn't dated, because it's supposed to be set in post-apocalyptic times when everything's, so that it's not something you can sort of date anyway. But I think how it was made and all the comic in it, there's a lot of one-liners, there's a lot of funny things in it that I think are still funny when you watch it now. It's whoever wrote the script for it, they put a lot of little tongue-in-cheek one-liners in there, and they just sort of popping in and out every now and again, and that's still good now. I think if you haven't seen the new Mad Max, it might be worth watching this one first, because like you said, that I haven't seen the new one yet, but you can sort of like come into it from what has been going on then, and I don't think it'd be something that you wouldn't get something out of it if you want to watch it first.
Do you think you will watch the new one?
Yes, yeah, I do think I'll watch the new one. I'll and say this I enjoyed this, and I enjoyed it last time I watched it, and I've always thought it was a good film. I don't know what category you'd put it in. It's futuristic, I suppose you'd put it in, but in a weird sort of way. Not futuristic as in technology futuristic.
It is. They are weird films, aren't they?
They're
like
weird
a weird
films. I mean, this is the thing. You have to take them as. But then it's it's good that there's a different genre that isn't, sort of the same old again. It's nice to have something a bit out there, a bit left of centre.
And it's your pick again next week.
I know, and I'm so drawn.
But at the beginning, you were so excited about getting more picks in, and your wish came true.
I think I like to put things in that other people might want to go and watch as well, and I'm thinking, am I putting too many old? Make some comments down below. Do you think I should pick old films that I think people should watch again, or do you think pick some more modern films? Somebody give me some feedback.
So some older films or newer films, which should go in. So overall, we both enjoyed the film, and I'm glad that I watched this one, considering, I did really enjoy the newer one, but this one definitely made me want to rewatch the new one. I've only seen it one time, and I really want to watch it again now, because I feel like I kind of even know more about the world, I guess, now watching this old one. And let me know down in the comments below if you think I should go back and watch the first and the second Mad Max, because I haven't seen them. I've kind of watched them in the weirdest order. I've watched 4, 3, and then, haven't watched the other 2. But yeah, overall we both enjoyed it. My mum enjoyed it. Like I say, she'd seen it before, but it had been a really long time, so it's kind of cool to see her refreshed thoughts on it, because she might have watched it and thought, oh, actually this is not quite as good as I remember it being. But is it as good as you remember it being, or is it because you gave it 4, but would you give it 4 in the past?
I probably in the past would have given it 5, to be honest.
Because it was all new.
It was all new, and it was like, wow.
And it's her pick again next week, so let us know if she should put in some older films or newer films. What do you think? Down in the comments below. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.